get this question all the time, and to understand which is the correct option, you have to understand how the face ages. Okay, the face basically ages in different phases. In the early phases, once you hit your 30s, in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, the biggest issue is volume loss. The volume of your face actually starts to deflate. As you get into the later phases, your 50s, 60s, and 70s, the volume not only deflates, but what's left starts to drop. So a facelift actually does what it says. It lifts the facial volume back, the existing or residual facial volume back up to where it belongs. But it doesn't add volume. Fillers actually fill out the facial volume that's being lost. Now you could use fat, which is always traditionally used to fill out the volume of the face, but now with the new fillers, they're very reliable, they're definitive in terms of how long they last. So the answer is generally in your earlier years, in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, most of the issue isn't that the volume has dropped, it's that it's just been lost. And you could replace and replenish the facial volume with fillers, and the results are immediate, and they're generally long-lasting, and the results are repeatable, which is why they're so popular. As you get into the later years, your 50s, 60s, and 70s, everyone's seen this, where people try and get away with fillers when they really need a facelift, and they look like they've gotten fillers. And I always say the worst compliment you can get is, where did you get your fillers done? Because looking like you've had fillers is worse than looking like you need fillers. And you try and compensate for facial volume that has not only been lost but has dropped by adding more fillers. That's when it starts to look kind of weird and it looks like it's been done. Facelift surgery actually nowadays, we used to just lift the tissues up, but now understanding how this happens and how the face ages, we now lift the facial tissues back up, but then we generally at the same time will add volume, usually with fat or with fillers, to restore the volume.